Start reading on the midterms for 2026 for the United States. You guys know that there's a lot of things going on when it comes to the redistricting and whatnot, so we're gonna take a look into that. I want to remind you guys that my readings have no date. They are divinely guided. Everything has free will. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody. Please keep in mind that energies and roles could be inverted. Keep in mind that these readings are always and only for your entertainment purposes only. This is only for your amusement. This is nothing to do with journalism or anything. Keep in mind that we respect our current administration and we obey by their rules, but understand also that this is not journalism. Like I said before, this is not a news site or anything. So if you guys want to know about any up-to-date readings or any up-to-date info, please make sure to visit their official websites. Again, we do not allow harassment or negativity here. I'm not part of any political agenda or anything. I'm just here fulfilling your guys' wishes, like I have done multiple times throughout my years of being here. So please understand that. So with this said, I'm going to start with the reading. I'm sorry for the long intro. It's just people are just so mean sometimes without really knowing why I do these readings. Is because you guys ask, so I fulfill, like I do with horoscopes and celebrities, guys. So again, I'm a respectful person and I don't intend to change that. Hopefully it could be respected, right? Oy. Let me put this here. I'm just running out of space. So we got the Ten of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Swords in reverse, the Eight of Cups in reverse, Ace of Cups, the Devil in the reverse, and the Sun in the reverse, and the Judgment. So we got Libra energy, Capricorn energy, Pisces energy, Leo energies. So I do see like the red group or the red party was not expecting this to happen. I do feel that this possibly, allegedly, I don't know why it shows me number 10. I don't know if it's I'm sorry guys, so wait, by the way, I don't know if it's 10 seats or something, but allegedly they are possibly going to lose, or it looks like it, right? We can do an update as we get closer to the date, but allegedly as of right now, energies are seeing that there's a high chance and possibility that the Republicans could lose 10 seats allegedly. Now if it's not seats, I don't know what is number 10, but allegedly I do see a high possibility that that's where the route of this energy is looking like. With the Ace of Swords in the reverse, it's going to be a allegedly possible change and possible like alleged betrayal from the actual red political party. Allegedly, like somebody last minute allegedly could change their mind and they could allegedly unite with the Democrats here. I do feel here that again, a lot of people are going to be very, very shocked by it. I don't see a lot of like push and pull. Allegedly, a lot of people, allegedly the most amount of people here seems to be very happy about this outcome. There's going to be a few that are not, but it's not going to be all of them. Can you tell me if it's red or blue? Okay, so I do see high chances and good possible news for the Democrats, into where allegedly there could be an intent to stop this. This could be allegedly a possible, I would say, lawsuit or something like that, and allegedly does not go through the way the original lawsuit expected it to be. And I do feel like allegedly the California governor seems to be in having the upper hand here, because a lot of people out of nowhere start supporting the idea or whatnot. So it does show right here, allegedly, as of right now, that the Democrats will have the upper hand. As I mentioned before, these are energy readings and they could definitely shift, because this is different than the other readings I do. So I will be more than happy if you guys want me to redo this update whenever we're closer to the date, to see if things are looking like the same or if something changed. But as of so far, today is August 26, 2025. The cards are showing me that allegedly it seems to be the Democrats who may have the upper hand in in this specific situation allegedly, and it seems to be like the Californian governor of, forgot his name to be honest, has the upper hand, and allegedly there's a lot of things that are gonna be going his way. Is Texas, people ask me about Texas, is Texas gonna go blue? Is Texas gonna go blue? I feel like Texas is gonna allegedly end up being 50-50, maybe not entirely blue because it's a heavy crowd of Republicans over there allegedly, but it does show right here that it could be 50-50 allegedly. Yeah, they will definitely be 50-50, and let's see. And it's going to be heartbreaking for Republicans because allegedly, let's say that back in the day they could have, let's say, an 80% Republicans over there. Allegedly it goes all the way down to, let's say, 30%. So in percentage it kind of look tiny, but of course in regular numbers it's a lot of still people. So I'm not saying that Texas is going to be completely blue because it just won't, but allegedly it does show a big shift, especially on the younger generations, and allegedly these are also allegedly registered Republicans that are not going to give them the vote because a lot of them allegedly feel disappointed, you know what I'm saying? So I do feel like a huge change in history in Texas, possibly allegedly into where again it's not going to be 100% blue, but it's going to be a big shift allegedly. It is. People also ask me if the votes are going to be altered. We're going to take a look into that. Is there a chance that by any way, shape, or form possible, allegedly, the votes could be altered? It does show that it won't. Allegedly, it won't be altered. And giving you a possibility, allegedly, even if there was an intent, it's just not gonna work. It's just not gonna work. And allegedly shows here that it won't work, even if somebody were to try allegedly to stop it. We got a lot of reverses, which I'm gonna take as a no. People ask me if the mail vote was gonna be like mailing, not mail as a mail, but mail as mailing vote is gonna be removed. Is the mailing vote gonna be removed? Yes or no? Allegedly it's, hold on guys, allegedly they could intend that, but allegedly it's going to be stopped because that's unconstitutional, and allegedly that is protected by the Constitution. So allegedly it won't, even if they tried, it's just not going to happen allegedly. So don't let those news stress you, but I don't see that being I don't see that being successful at all allegedly. Even if there was an intent to do so, as I repeat myself, it's just not going to be possible. The answer to that is no allegedly, because it's protected, and the answer to that is no, it's not going to be removed. Although you may hear that the closer we get to those terms, allegedly it's just not going to happen. And even if it did, people are going to make it in person, so it's just not going to change anything. Is the United States changing to blue? Yes, I do see allegedly a lot of people, even registered Republicans allegedly, that are going to be switching, not because they love the other party, but it's because allegedly they just don't like how things are being run right now. And it does show right here a huge change of the Republican Party being left out of the cold allegedly. Of course, like I said before, they're gonna still exist and they're gonna still have support, because again, I'll be lying to tell you if they will never have support. That's a complete lie. But allegedly right here, there's gonna be a drastic change in a huge wave of 50-50. And as of right now, as I said today, August 26th, this does show a favoritism on the blue wave allegedly. Yeah, for the Republicans to have the same support they had in the other months. Allegedly, I don't see that happening as much as it was at one point. Allegedly, no. What is the future of the United States when it comes to freedom and everything? Is our freedom, is the United States, let's start, gonna become, regardless of what we're talking about, is it the United States of America gonna become a dictatorship? Yes or no? Yes or no, please and thank you. No, it will not. Allegedly, it will not. We have the blue batch being very strong, allegedly. Like I said before, and this is something that I answered previously as well, no, we will not be becoming a dictatorship. Allegedly, again, even if there was an intent, which I'm not saying it is, but I'm just answering to your guys' questions. Allegedly, if there was an intent, it will not be successful because, again, this whole nation was anti-kings and anti-dictatorship. So, no, and we have a huge amount of people, regardless of the people's political views or whatnot, allegedly, that do love freedom, and they will not submit to no king or to no dictator. So again, allegedly, it would have been a waste of time to intend to do otherwise. So I know some people online are telling you it's intended to. I feel like regardless of what has been said online, I will highly suggest you to take a deep breath, because it's just not going to end up being a dictatorship. And allegedly now in the midterms and past that as well, I don't know why, is going to change into where a little bit of like balance in certain aspects allegedly are going to come back. But I do see, yeah, the Republicans are losing a lot of support, and allegedly this is going to be shocking, and this could be historically shocking, allegedly. So it's so sad because, again, a lot of people, trust it, but I don't see the Republican Party doing very good as they used to. It's an inevitable tower moment, which is going to be hard to come back from this. Allegedly, it's going to be hard for people to trust them. And now, like I said before, I'm not saying that they're not going to have support, because that would be a lie. They're going to have support, but the amount of support they could have had and the amount of support they did have, is they're not going to see it for many years, allegedly. Yeah, they're not going to see it for many years. So it's going to be an end of an era for the allegedly the Republican Party, sadly, because, again, sadly. What can you tell me for California and the governor's plan? What can you tell me about the Democratic Party? Let's call it this way, because I know it's a lot of names I don't know. What can you tell me about the Democratic Party in general? I do feel like they're moving forward. There's allegedly situations allegedly that may not look as positive. You might feel like they're not doing much, allegedly, that you may feel, if you're asking, that they're not succeeding, but that's far from the truth, allegedly. I feel like there's things that, again, is not being displayed, and I feel like, again, allegedly, a lot of people do not have faith in the Democratic Party either, because people feel like they're not doing much, allegedly. But it's not easy, but it does show that they're putting some sort of effort, and allegedly they're actually going to be getting a little bit of results, maybe not allegedly the results people wanted, but some sort of positive results to people who really want it. So for the midterms, what can you tell me about the midterms? What can we expect so far? It says it's going to be the end of chaos, the end of craziness, right? Allegedly, it's going to be the end of craziness, the end of despair, and allegedly, like I said before, this seems to be possible, allegedly, big win for, allegedly, the Democrats so far. Yeah, and like I said before, this is going to be a huge loss for, in a way to perform, for some Republicans too. Yeah, and it's going to be a hard one, because allegedly after this midterms, the left of the 3 years are not going to be looking good. They're not going to be looking easy. So so far on August 26th, allegedly the midterm seems to be positive in the Democrats. Again, it doesn't mean that it's going to go 100% how they plan, but it does show right here that they gain back a little bit of power, allegedly. Anything else for the midterms 2026? Yeah. Because there's actually a big separation within the Republican Party, because like I said, a lot of people allegedly are not happy about it. So it does show right here a lot of disappointment for the Republican Party, allegedly, and disastrous things, because again, people are just not voting for them, allegedly, as they was in the past. So I do show right here that it does show like a possible blue wave, like I said before, when it comes to situations, and some of people that Republicans are not going to be accepting of it, allegedly, and they're going to be very stressed and very upset. But like I said before, it seems like with water energy, this is going to be some sort of like center, and it does show like positive news and positive energies when it comes to the midterms, and it shows like allegedly there's a huge change of voters, allegedly, as well. So that's what I see. Even some politicians and whatnot, and allegedly some celebrities in or business are also going to allegedly change last minute. So as I said, I know it's quite early and everything could change, so I'm more than happy to do an update for those who may want it. If not, that's fine. I hope you guys have fun on today's reading, and again, try to keep your head off, the news. Sometimes they could be crazy. Also, I want to invite you Wednesdays. I'm here live on YouTube and Twitch. I do different free dynamics for tarot for fun and whatnot, and on Twitch I have a different dynamic that day too, so keep in mind that it's not the same. I'm also on TikTok, obviously. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Spotify. I have a podcast in English and Spanish for spiritual topics. And finally, I do offer personal readings. If anybody's interested, go to the description box below for that. Thank you so much. You guys have an amazing day.